Sadie Winter.
Yeah. Okay, what's the name of the town you're in technically?
There's like three names. Milton, Georgia.
Okay.
Milton with an M.
Yeah. Okay. And where'd you go to Cairo school?
Life University,
Alive. Graduated when?
2019.
Yeah. Okay. How did we meet?
Greg Olson, in a
How did that
roundabout
happen?
way.
How did
My mom was his neighbor growing up. And so, yeah, they used to ride dirt bikes together. They were
what,
neighbors.
what are
Yeah.
the odds of that?
Oh, wow. And he was never my chiropractor, not once. Yeah. So crazy.
So he ended up knowing that you went to Cairo school.
Hmm.
Somehow you guys had a chance to interact. Somehow, how?
I think through Facebook, him and my mom are friends, and my mom posted that I was there. And so he reached out to me, or maybe to her, to ask permission to reach out to me so that I could pass out your books on campus.
Did he slide into your DMs?
I guess in a roundabout way.
Okay, so ultimately then, Sadie, what made you join?
I was at the
You
lowest
discovered
point
it
in my
then, but
life.
what you sat there and went, ah, screw it, I'm gonna, you know what I mean? What made you join?
Um, I was tired of living. I don't know. I was just at a crossroad in my life. I literally was at my lowest point. I was working a remote sales job for a sales company. And I was like, I went to school to be a chiropractor. I cannot sell out. So I'm either going to be done forever or I'm going to join this group. Because remember, I was associating and the guy sold the practice behind my back and told me I was no longer working there.
Wow.
So,
Wow, 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 wow. Okay, now we can skip over some of this initial starting stuff here, but what I want to get here is this. Okay, how is Winter's Edge different than any other groups that you were exposed to in school or otherwise?
um, I think just like you guys are elites. This group is elite. I feel like as far as there's just so many people crushing
Hmm.
everything, debts, goals, just life.
Yeah, there's a
And I feel
lot.
like that
And by the
wasn't
way,
a
and
lot
you
of
only
other
see
groups.
such a small part of it because there's so many killers that are just quiet and they come and go and
Yeah.
you don't even know what they're doing. But if you looked at their life, you'd go like, whoa, wow, you know.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite part of like the program and the stuff itself?
Just the like hundreds of videos we have access to, and
Yeah.
then the
Okay.
like quarterly trainings or seminars, and
Yeah.
just the constant training throughout the months
Yeah.
and the year.
Okay. What has been one of the most impactful systems on in your practicing life? You're so used to it, some people can hardly identify it because really a lot of offices, that's everything they have. So it's like,
Hmm.
I don't know, I just do it this way. But what would you say to that?
I think, well, I know it's just the whole flow of how patients, I mean, day one, day two, care plan,
Uh,
financials,
yes,
transitioning into wellness.
oh, I wouldn't have thought of that myself. That's really good. That's why these are so fun to do.
Yeah.
How about this? Yeah, you haven't done a money Zoom yet, right? Oh, no, no, you did.
No, we just did it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you just did it. Yeah, I get confused if that was a fee Zoom or a money Zoom. Okay, what's your favorite part of the money training?
I think putting money towards investments.
Yes. Yeah, learning how
And
to put money toward investments.
yeah,
Isn't that like the coolest thing ever?
yeah, it is. I mean, I was
It's,
doing it. I was just not doing it in a specific way that is going to help me have
oh,
more
yeah,
ROI.
yeah, that's awesome. How about this? Favorite part of setting goals like we do?
Or reaching them and crushing them and
Yes, yeah.
blowing them out of the
Because,
water.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't even think I could reach half the goals I put on paper. I used to not think I'd be able to reach, and now it's no surprise. Like I'm gonna reach it. It's just a matter of when.
That's so beautiful. Okay. What do you think is one of the most amazing things about actually being in the group?
Definitely the community and just being able to connect with like-minded individuals, and also
Yeah.
having like a healthy competition, with them.
Mm. Yeah, that really is true. And it is something when you see people and go, hey, I can do that too. And you
Right.
can. It's just a matter of learning how. Yep.
Right.
And that's what we have. We have something here that's workable. You don't have to be, anything special. You just have to be able to speak and care and have a schedule and a place to operate, and you can learn and you can build and you can grow. Okay. What are the couple of the best things that have happened from being in the group for you? Things you do now that you couldn't do before and know now that you didn't know before?
Well, I have no ceiling on the amount of money that I can make. Before, I thought I was limited in every aspect of life. And now I know there's no limits. The amount of effort I put in, I know I'll get more in return. And so it's just a big reflection of who I am and what I'm doing.
Oh my goodness, that's so well said. Why should all chiropractors be in Winter's Edge for at least a few years? Just think about new graduates and how what we have, I mean, it wouldn't be good. I mean, they need this. They need to
Yeah.
know these business things and accounting things and flow and timing and treatment time and fees and team and hours. But what would you say? Why should all chiropractors be in the Winter's Edge group for at least a few years, if not forever?
Everything is changing always, like, with fees and, we just have to keep on leveling up. But also, business is going to ebb and flow constantly. So you may be at a high, and I'm thinking about a specific individual who was in the group, left the group, came back because it's like you just need to stick it out. Even when you think you're crushing it, you can always keep doing more and more, making more,
Yeah.
seeing more, changing.
Yeah, that's what happens. A lot of people might do well in high school and in college, and then they'll think, oh, I
Mhm.
don't need that. I'll go on and try to be an Olympian. And
Right.
they don't make it. So they end up going back to the coaching that got them there. And next thing you know, they're a gold medalist. Yeah, we just want to keep climbing up the ladder. So
Yeah.
glad you brought that up. Can you quantify what you've gotten in return for how much you've paid?
I, I, I
Or look into
mean,
the future.
yeah, I can't even quantify it yet, but I know it's going to be tenfold, if not
Oh
more.
my gosh, it's so hard to quantify. Because when you look at down the road at what those investments are going to do for compounding themselves in the
Mhm.
years to come, you know what I mean? We're talking about the average here is like an 8 or 10,000% return on what
Right.
people paid to be in the group. Good for you. Okay. Do you have any unique or funny or interesting or memorable Tory stories or comments or quotes or anything that I said or something I said that irked you or something that comforted you? Does anything stand out? I know I'm sitting here and somebody else should be doing this little interview,
Oh, it's
but
fine.
this is the
I think
part that
I'm,
everybody loves the most.
yeah, I think of so many things. Like the first time I met you in person, you were yelling at the accountant. I can't think of his name. He's my accountant, the one that is on your page. You're just so sharp, not sharp, but you're just so direct, and I really appreciate that because too many times people have people just
Yeah.
being too gentle with them. And I like your directness. And I was always so fearful to join the group because people would be like, he's really straight to the point. You got to have a thick spine and all that. And that's what challenged me to also join because I was like, I need that. I'm tired of people just holding my hand and
Yeah.
saying it's going to be okay. Like, it's not going to be okay if you're not doing the work. And so you lay that out flat.
Well, that was really nice of you to say that. Yeah, I'm the kind of guy that like grabs you by the hair and yanks you out of the water
Yes.
and yells at you, but I
Yes.
just saved your life. You know what
Yes.
I mean? It's like I don't know how else to operate because so many times things just amaze me so much. I just can't help but say like, "What are you thinking?"
Yes.
Okay,
And that's what I love about you. It's
but
just
but
hilarious.
I'm doing it. The thing is, I think if I didn't care, I wouldn't say, you know what I mean? It would be different.
Yeah.
But I care a lot, and it's just the way I am and the way I approach things. So that's great.
Right.
All right, this is fantastic. Okay. Well, is there anything else you want to say as it relates to your time here? I think you did a little testimonial the other day for us, didn't you? A little quick
Yeah.
one. That'll be a lot of
I
fun.
did.
She's going to post every one of those, so you'll be
Oh,
able to
really?
see all the 50 of them or whatever that we got in like one day. All
The
right.
30
Anything else you
seconds
want
was
to share
hard.
here? Go ahead.
um, I just, I can kind of see what my life would have been like had I not joined the group. So I don't know. I'm just so thankful that I finally took the leap because if I wouldn't have, I would have never, ever, ever opened the doors to my dream practice and then had everything set up from the get go with your help and just everything. You help us out from even before we get started. And that's what I appreciate because I mean, we're lost students when we're in school.
Yeah.
They don't set us up for this.
Yeah. Well, did Riley just stop into your office?
She
Yeah,
did.
she was like foaming at the mouth. I want what Sadie
Yeah, she
has
was.
right now. Where do I get the money?
I know. And I'm looking at her so envious of her financial situation and her like student debt. I'm like, gosh, I wish I would have been more wise
Yeah.
in school. So,
Well, everybody has a different thing, and help and not
yes,
help and all that, and it is what it is. So,
yeah,
but it's neat that she's able to see your office, and now look what you're doing. You wouldn't have thought that you would have a place that people now want to model after.
right.
I mean, how
I know.
cool is that? So you have a
So
place
cool.
to operate, and then you can inspire other people and help them grow, and that comes back to you also, because all positive energy returns back to its source. Okay.
Yes.
Well, beautiful. Thanks for taking a few minutes with us for this fun little case study, and I look
Yes.
forward to seeing you continue to grow. All right. Bye,
Same here.
Sadie.
See you in
Later.
March.
Okay,
Bye.
looking forward to it.